fog, where the air traffic controller told us in the morning that you guys better stay where you're at. We're finally ready for the off with Jim and Brenda. Here's our trusty pilot giving it a good kick, making sure that all the bits are screwed on. And we're getting ready for takeoff. Okay, let's jump in and see what gives. There's Nick and Brenda in the back. Now Jim, are you going to fly or me? I think you better. Stavanger Airport. And there's the man in control. Let's have a look in Stavanger. And that's our famous place of work, Newton. Our beloved hole in the ground. Overlooking Gandafjord down towards Sandnes to the right, and Dals Newton just on the eastern bank of the fjord there. Coming up towards Hundvåg in the far distance. There's a bridge leading on to Hundvåg, grain silo, and there's the one and only Dragerberg vein just shaking in the background. Never seen it from this angle before. Absolutely stunning. This is a hell of a day. It's probably about the best day that we've had all summer for this sort of thing. Looking over to the east towards Hogsfjord, down towards Lyse. That little island there is Flatestje, with Calvoy in the background. Looking down towards Tingholm there, which is the King's Island. Swinging round to the left, you've got Tau in the far distance, which is where we're heading. And we're looking back now towards Hundvåg and Langoy. That's Langoy down there. That's the area that we go water skiing. Never seen it from this angle. Okay, we've been over town now, and we're heading southeast down over Yorkland towards Lysefjord. I think we're flying over the Preikestolen Hutter area at the moment. There's a new bridge with Forsand just in the background. So we're just about to come over Lysefjord, which we can see down there. This is the southwest edge of Lysefjord, with these rather epic cliffs on the left hand side, and we're just going to fly around here and we'll see Preikestolen peep into view in a couple of seconds. No doubt with 1,000 milling tourists on it on a day like this in September. Yep, and there they are, taking in the rays on top of Prekkers, thinking, look at those guys in that aeroplane. Who are thinking, look at those guys down on Prekkers. I certainly know where I'd like to be, and that's up here. Lottie, everything under control. Nick and Brenda in the back, looking a little bit nervous. That's the southern bank of the fjord. There's the Lysefjord ferry popping into Fjorli, the power station, and that's the wooden staircase leading all the way up to the lake at the top, which feeds the hydroelectricity pipes. Okay, this is it. This is Kjerag now. We're looking right into the bolt there. We've just flown past the bolt. On the left-hand side of the picture, you've got the cairn. That's just southwest of Kjerag, and that's the main nose of Kjerag. That white bit in the middle is where a number of the routes go up. On the left of that, just coming into the middle of the picture now, there's a big crack system. That's called the Northwest Passage, which is one of the main climbs up the cliff. It's about 3,000 feet vertical. Now we're flying, there's a whole lot of cairns there. We're flying actually over the bolt area now. I'm just going to keep the camera on all the way around. This is just a unique angle of Preikestolen. That's the final part of the walk, which you suddenly come across that great big gash, and the contrast is quite intimidating, really, because you get straight onto the bolt, which we're just seeing there, just in the right-hand side of the strut. And if you're really brave or really stupid, then you stand on it. If you suffer from vertigo, don't look down. That's what the boys jump off, exactly that. That's the area where the base jumpers launch. And we're looking up the gully there to the bolt on the right hand side. Lyseboten down at the bottom. We're now heading southwest down towards Frafjord and the Manafossen waterfall. There it is, right in the middle there. That's Frafjord, Manafossen. That's the valley leading up northeast from Manafossen up towards Lysefjord, with a waterfall right at the head of the valley there. Beautifully caught in the sun. We're now coming down towards the candle factory, which you can see just by that grassy field next to the strut there. Look, Gloppendal down on the right hand side there, and that's looking down towards Deerdal and the road down to Ulgard. That's Övre Moordal. That slab down there is a slab that Clive and I went to look at and got chased off by an angry farmer. There's some good climbing on there, and it's in the guidebook. Now heading further south down towards Stavsjön, which is the ski slope. That's the car park at the bottom of the slope. And that's the main part of the ski slope in the middle of the picture there. Stavsjön again. That's the line of the drag lift right up the middle there. We're now heading due east from Stavsjön, looking for the next hut, which is down there. And that's the Stura hut. Or Stola. That's an amazing slab just east of the Stola hut. Never heard of it, never seen it in any guidebook, but it would be certainly worth a visit. Where are we now? I think that's back over Lysefjord. We're now north of Lysefjord. In the Lyngvatnet area. Heading up towards Ness. That's Årdal down there, which is the road up to the British Hutter that was. Same again. Now that's Rheinenuten down there. We're now flying west towards Tau. Jim's taking the controls back again. Didn't trust me. He's got a bit of proper flying to do now with a landing coming up. Hope you're thinking about that, Jim. That's Tau just down on the right there, and we're looking out across the fjord from where we came. Looking down Gandafjord, towards Stavanger, Hundvåg. Langoy once again. The old German U-boat refueling point. Hundvåg. And there it is, the big patch. Dragerberg vein. Caverna shipping yards. That's the Vågen in Stavanger. Down there. Stavanger town centre. Ullinghaug Tower, the ice rink down there. Yotta once again. Definitely looks better from the outside than the inside. E-Day in Forest. It's a Sunday, so there's no cars down there. Don't look so worried, Nick. Now this is the last but the most important bit. Here we go, Jim. We're not really that worried. Perfect landing, eh? 3 cheers for the pilot. Go on, give us a smile. That says it all.